And beaten. Super Mario 3D World on March 17th, 2018. Beat it, finally. This game released 5 years ago and I just beat it. Just goes to show you how little I game anymore, but I beat it. So yeah. That last battle was pretty cool. You beat a Cat Bowser, and he goes all King Kong, and he starts, well, you saw the video, he starts chasing you and you have to outrun him. Very, very cool. I'm very happy with this game, so yeah, awesome sauce. Wait, is that Rosalina's satellite at the end there? Well, I'm never gonna get all of those. Now what's going on? Well, I gotta see what that was about. Mario, always be Mario. Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, always choose to be Mario. Oh look, those are those little fairy things. Oh crap, I am gonna go play as Rosalina. I'm sorry, this is new to me. I haven't researched any of these. I mean, I just beat the game. Off I go. Oh man, if I visit Rosalina, this is gonna be cool. New world has opened. Just when you think you've beaten the game, bam. Got another Toad treasure tracker. I guess this is like the Star Course that they had in Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo. Yeah, there's a Loomis. This is Rosalina, and those are the star bits. So, oh wow, there you go. See, that's the great thing about Nintendo games. Even it's a star, World Star. There you go. Good thing about Nintendo games, they sure do give you a lot of bang for your buck. A lot of really cool in-disc content, not like other games that you have to pay for DLC. So, thumbs up, Nintendo. Got more game to play. Awesome. Hey there, YouTube. This is Vargas, recording live from the Vargas Vault. It's March 17th, 2018. Or if I might have mentioned in the segment I'm going to do, I'm recording this just as I beat Super Mario 3D World, this Super Mario 3D World. This is a game by Nintendo, one of the best video game companies of all time. You can dispute it all you want, but Nintendo's been in the game of video game making the longest, and they've lasted, and they've outlasted a lot of competitors, and I freaking love Nintendo. I've always mentioned I'm a Nintendo fanboy. I just love anything and everything they put out. Even the Virtual Boy, the headache-inducing, blinding red thing that they created, I still like it. I still like the innovation. And this game came out in 2013. It actually got re-released as the copy that I have here, the Nintendo Selects, which is basically your player's choice or greatest hits format, where they re-released the game. They just put something different to distinguish it from the original release. Original release was just this. Nintendo Selects has the red border, but got this game when it got released as Nintendo Select, so it might have been like 2 years ago, maybe. And because it came out, the greatest hit thing came out about the time after my daughter was born. So yeah, it must have been 2 years ago. And unfortunately, because I'm now a married man and I have a kid to look out for, I can't buy new games as they released. New games cost $60, and I can't afford that. Between movies and comic books and family and food and stuff like that, my disposable income is kind of slim, so I can't buy video games as at a $60 price point. I have to wait until I find them used at a swap meet or at GameStop, or they're on sale, or Nintendo releases this format. But it took me this long to actually beat it. I play a couple of levels here and there, and it's another thing. It's really hard to actually sit down and find the time to game, because I have to dedicate time to work, have to dedicate time to my wife, have to dedicate time to my daughter. So actually being able to sit down and play a game is very rare. So that's why it's taken me this long to beat it. But I finally did. I finally beat Super Mario 3D World. I'm a little behind. I'm actually a little concerned if hopefully Nintendo won't flag my video, and well, I can't monetize it with the new YouTube minimum standard. I can't monetize it, but still, Nintendo's kind of iffy with their games. I know Angry Joe had a long problem with Nintendo and their games because he wanted to do a review, and Nintendo would flag him. So I don't know what the status is on that, and I don't know what's going to happen with this video. I hope it doesn't get flagged. I just wanted to share, a review of this, because as I'm in my road to the 10-year anniversary of my YouTube channel, the very first YouTube video I posted was a game review. If memory serves me right, I'm pretty sure I talked about Second Sight. That was my first video game review, because as I mentioned before, when I did the tribute to the ABGN, my channel started as trying to do reviews. I did a review for Second Sight, Pokemon, and stuff like that. But I haven't posted a video game review in a while, like a good number of years. So I wanted to, as a way to remember the roots of the channel, do a review with this. And Super Mario 3D World, a Mario game that released for the Wii U. It's still in production. I think they stopped production, but you can still find Wii U's here and there. And it's a console that, unfortunately, I don't know. It released a lot of really good games. It's a beautiful system, and it produces beautiful games. And I don't know, it just didn't hit its market. A lot of people say that it's because they thought it was just an add-on. They thought the touchscreen was an add-on to the Wii, because it was called Wii U, even though a Wii U was a totally different console, a much powerful console, more powerful console than the Wii. And I don't know, it just never found its market, even though it had stellar games. Really, really awesome games. I'm still missing a bunch of Nintendo games for the Wii U, but just personally, I love the Wii U. I love the fact that you can, take the pad, and I could play it while my wife is watching something on TV, and I just freaking love the console. It's a really cool console, and to me it was successful, and to a lot of Nintendo fans it was successful. Just to the general market, it wasn't as successful as the Wii, the gangbusters. And they already had a Mario game. They already had New Super Mario Brothers Wii U, and they also released a Luigi version. But this was a project that they did after they did Super Mario 3D Land for the 3DS. They came out with this, and this is very reminiscent of Super Mario Bros. 2. In Super Mario Bros. 2, you can choose one of 4 characters: Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, and a Toad. and each one of the characters had a different ability. For example, Mario is your all-around standard guy. Luigi would jump higher. Princess Peach would do a float thing, and Toad was faster. And that's something that they retook with this. This is basically like an update of Super Mario Bros. 2. But they introduce, of course, with any new Mario game, they introduce new mechanics. You had the titular, because it's in the cover, a cat suit, which you saw Bowser also use in that end thing. And it gave you the ability to attack and to climb up. You got your fire flowers. You got a new double ability that you can have double Mario, or even 4 Marios. A cannon ability and a light ability, which is good against boos. So this is a multiplayer game, which is very rare. It's not split screen. 4 players can play at the same time. The only thing is that the screen kind of pulls back and you see little versions of them. I played it multiplayer. It's a lot of fun. You have to play cooperatively, but also there's a competitive element where whoever gets the most coins or the most points has a little crown on their head. So everyone's trying to do that. So you have to balance, everyone trying to have the crown while at the same time helping each other out to, beat the level. Because it is actually a lot harder in multiplayer than in single player. Single player, it's your traditional Mario game. Stomp the Goombas, stomp the Koopas, beat your M boss label, get the coins. But in multiplayer, it gets a lot more difficult because you have to, you have to coordinate, But at the same time, everyone wants a little crown because whoever places first on the next level, they have a little crown, and everyone I've noticed wants the freaking crown. So it's a really, really fun game to play with other people. It can get frustrating if other people aren't as familiar with Mario, or they sabotage you on purpose. But that's the fun of this game. It's really fun. The graphics are gorgeous. They have beautiful graphics, as you would expect from what is this? I think 6th generation of it. Let's see. It's Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, GameCube, Wii U. So sixth generation of Nintendo consoles. And the thing about Nintendo is that while they do try to pretty up the graphics, because everything now is about graphics, it's no longer about gameplay. It's who can make the more realistic game. Nintendo does a pretty game, but also focuses on play control, and that's something that Nintendo is a master of. They can make a fun game, fun to play, easy to use, and it's just fun. It's just fun all around. I'm in love with Nintendo games because they have all this color. They have rainbow colors, like red, orange, white, purple, green, blue. Whereas most modern games I've noticed are a drab, grayish, muddish kind of color. So that's why I love Nintendo. I like your Call of Duty games. I like playing Call of Duty multiplayer, but eventually I just want to escape from the realism. I want something like this. This is perfect. This is perfect for me, and I love platformers. Platformers are one of my favorite types of video games, and this is really, really good. Definitely recommend it. Why I'm using you're probably asking yourself why I'm using the green powering. Green, of course, means willpower, and that's because it took me. It's the willpower to play a little bit of this game until I finally beat it, and it's so satisfying to actually be able to beat something. Honestly, I had forgotten what it's like to beat a game. I can't. At the top of my head, I can't remember what's the last game I actually played and beat, which sucks. Because being able to beat a game, being able to enjoy a game, pass all the levels and beat it is something I really, really missed, and I need to do more because it's so relaxing to play. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna try to get my daughter into it. I actually did play a little bit of this with her. Of course, she's really small. She can't quite master the controls yet, but she was just having fun watching me stomp on the Goombas and the Koopas and with the catsuit and everything. And she recognizes everyone. If I point out to this guy, she knows it's Mario, Peach, and Bowser. Those are the ones that she recognizes now. So Another cool thing about Nintendo is that it's bringing me closer to my daughter, and hopefully I'll be able to make her a gamer, and we'll be able to play multiplayer games like this together. So yeah, every time someone talks badly about Nintendo, I defend it because I love the company. I grew up with Nintendo. And now I can share this with the new net generation, which is my daughter. So yeah, you can still find Wii U's. They're not hard to find. The Switch, unfortunately, is not backwards compatible because the Switch reads cartridges, whereas this is disc based. But you can still find I've seen Wii U's cheap. I know GameStop still sells them. I've seen them at Walmart. You can still find Wii U's. You could get a really good selection of video games like this. This is the greatest hits Nintendo Selects. I'm sorry, costs $20. You can get this. You can get a Zelda. You can get. I know there's a bunch of games. I don't know them by the top of the list. But if you want a really good Mario game, I would recommend this. It's really cool. The difficulty level ascends as you go along, as it should. You know, it's the way that it's a formula. It's a winning formula. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So the easy levels are easy. The first levels are easy, so you can get accustomed to the controls, and each new level introduces or teaches you how to use something, and then as you progress through the game, it gets more difficult, and the last level was really hard. Was really hard. They really put a challenge to me, and it's something I've noticed that as I've gotten older. When I was a kid, me and my brother would beat games like that. All the NES games that were co-op, me and my brother would just plow through them. Because I guess as I'm getting older, my hand-eye coordination isn't as good as it used to be. Which is another benefit of playing video games. You can master your hand-eye coordination by playing video games. So play video games. They are not violent. They do not, especially these type of games. These type of games did not make you violent. Even violent games don't make you become violent. That's a whole different subject. But so the play control's awesome. It's responsive. There's no lag. There's no moment where you push the button and Mario doesn't jump or does what he's supposed to. It's just you either didn't press the button on time and he fell to his death, but it's your fault, not the game's fault. So beautiful graphics, tight play control, as with any Nintendo game. Their quality is top notch always. I just love Nintendo. I'm not gonna gush about it anymore. The only thing that you might find as a negative, because that's what took me, more time to actually beat the game, is that you have to collect some green stars to unlock the last level, or the final battle with Bowser. You have to get 170 green stars to open the final battle, and that's what got me, the most, because I had to backtrack, and I was forced to, play the hell out of the levels and find all of the 3 hidden green stars throughout the levels in the game, and that also added a lot more time for me to actually beat it, because again, my hand-eye coordination wasn't that good, so just trying to get the stars and then beat the level is what I had trouble with, but I eventually did it, beat Bowser. We'll use out the final battle, and it was pretty cool. Now I have this whole other Star World to unlock, and it's difficult. I only played a little bit since I recorded the first part of this video, and it's really hard. I can't beat the first level, as you would expect, because it's a bonus level, and the difficulty is ramped up even more. Plus, it's really late. It's probably 1 in the morning, so I'm a little sleep deprived. So that's probably why I'm not doing so well. But yeah, that's the only negative that I can think people might disagree with, is that you have to get all the green stars, or at least 170 green stars, to actually reach Bowser and have yourself the final battle. So there's a lot of backtracking there. But, some people might say it's an artificial way to extend the game's life, but that even I would call BS on that, because even after you beat the game, another whole world opens up, so you can have even more fun. So this game will definitely provide hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of fun. no DLC. You don't have to buy anything else. Everything is on the disc. You just have to progress through it to unlock it. And that's something that's becoming really rare with other video games. You know, if you want a bit more, you have to buy DLC, and that sucks in my opinion. Another reason I love Nintendo is because they put out a quality product. Everything's in disc. There's nothing hidden in the disc that you have to purchase later on. Everything's as is. You buy it, you play it, and you have fun. The only game that started doing DLC was Zelda, Breath of the Wild, but that's optional. You can play through the story, you can explore the world, and if you want to add a little bit more, you can download it, and boom, you have an extra adventure. But that kind of DLC is okay. But that's a subject for another time. I'll do a pros and cons of that later. But I just wanted to record this video to share with you guys as a throwback to my original videos, which were review videos. So, in a scale from 1 to 10, I'll give Super Mario 3D World a 10. Despite the fact that you do have to forcibly get the green stars, it's a lot of fun. Beautiful game to look at. Great multiplayer game, which is something also that's missing in today's market. Everyone plays online, and I grew up in the days where you would get your friends together and play a game, and that was fun. And I miss that. I miss that a lot. I miss, getting together with people and playing video games and having fun and drinking beers and eating pizza and what have you. I miss that. And this game brought back all those memories, and it's cool. 10 score in the Vargas video game score thing. So, yeah, just wanted to share that. Make this video, again, hoping it doesn't get flagged or taken out. It's a 5-year-old game, so I think I'll be okay, hopefully. If not, if you see this video and then it disappears because it got flagged, but hopefully that won't happen. Because I love Nintendo, and I just wanted to share the loveliness of this Super Mario 3D World, and to save it as a prosperity that I beat the game. I beat the game finally after a long time. And again, as a throwback to my first videos, which were review videos. So, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little video. Still coming up with all new content and some more videos as I reach my 10-year anniversary, which is in a couple of... Actually, I think it's next week. I have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure it's next week. So I have a whole bunch of stuff and content and stuff to share with you guys till then. So, until I see you all again, this was Vargas in the Vargas Vault. Happy that I beat a video game. And thanking you all for watching and supporting my channel. I'm up to 196 subscribers, and I thank each and every one of you that have subscribed and have, been following me for as long as you have. So, thanks so much. You guys are great. And until I see you all again, this was Vargas, signing out. It's a me!